Okay, so in this world of cybercrime and in this year of 2018, there are some notable trends. I'm sure you have heard about all of these trends at some point in some session this week. The first I want to talk about is ransomware. Ransomware is now a global phenomenon. In 2017, over 1,000 ransomware attacks were being detected every single day. It's now so widespread that most IT and security professionals are not surprised by a ransomware attack. Horrified maybe, but certainly not surprised. And just recently, this was in, I believe, the last 3 or 4 days, an Israeli cybersecurity firm called SixSkill discovered some of the most potent forms of ransomware were being offered, bundled for sale at a reduced price. The bundle includes tutorials on how to deploy the product and how to exploit the vulnerabilities. And this bundle costs $750. So we've already talked about the next one to a certain extent. In 2017, with the massive rise in the value of cryptocurrency, we saw attackers shifting to coin mining as an alternate way of generating revenue. This form of crypto mining steals processing power and can cause significant operational disruption, as well as direct financial implications for organizations who are built directly for cloud CPU usage. It's very likely that we will see this expand as the IoT landscape grows. Another one that we have heard talked about this week as well are supply chain attacks. So the reality is that new vulnerabilities are becoming increasingly difficult for attackers to identify and exploit. And so we are now seeing an increase in attackers injecting malware into the supply chain to infiltrate organizations. One way this is done is through hijacking software updates. And this gives attackers an entry point into what otherwise might be a well-protected environment. The Pecha non-Pecha and hijacking of updates to the Ukrainian accounting software is a good example of this. So when we look at these cybercrime trends in 2018, and we can ask ourselves the question, what are one of the common elements? And phishing is one of these common elements across these increasingly prevalent and lucrative forms of cybercrime. So in each of these crimes, one way the attacker gains access is through phishing tactics. Verizon data has told us that 93% of data breaches start with phishing. 93%. Microsoft data shows us that phishing was the #1 threat vector of Office 365 in the second half of 2017. If you're going to get attacked, the chances are that initial compromise, the gap in the fence that lets the attackers through, is going to be created by social engineering, by phishing, rather than some technically sophisticated exploit such as a zero-day.